He doesn't seem scared at all, but Joey seems a little freaked out. Don't know why, but here we go. Hey, Midwest Picker here. Got Little Midwest with me. We're heading to an estate sale. Today's Saturday, August 22. And I have two estate sales that I have in mind. Depends on my mood. I know for sure we're going to go to one. I don't know about two. But then I have the yard sale treasure map app. And that has all the garage sales on it. So we'll probably hit a bunch of garage sales on the way home. I got my Midwest Picker canvas bag. It's my lucky bag. Joey and Enoch are back at the eBay office. They wanted to come along and ride in the back seat. I told them no. They need to stay behind and guard all of the eBay inventory in my collection. So they got stuck at home. Got Little Midwest here. We got our snacks. Got a pocket full of cash. I don't know how much video I'm going to take at the estate sale or at the garage sales. I don't have a GoPro yet, so I can get some video, but for sure when we get home, I'll show you the haul and we'll make a video of that, of what we bought today. At a minimum, we'll be going out to lunch, right? Right. She's very excited about that. So I had to take the batteries out of her jaw so I could make this video because young girls love to talk, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, they do. Talk, talk. Ooh, I almost hit this car. Talk, 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 talk. Now we're on a smooth road, so hopefully the video is not as shaky. Yeah, it's 70 degrees. It's supposed to be a high of 92 today. I just filled up the tank. The range is 605 miles on this Ford hybrid, so we could drive all the way to Kentucky if we wanted to. I don't think we will. Oh, here comes railroad tracks. Maybe I'll edit this part out. That wasn't so bad. So we're on our way to the first estate sale. It's 9:10. Is it really 9:10 in the morning? Have we ever been up this early before? Wow, no wonder the traffic is so light. Yeah, it's 9:10 a.m. I am not hardcore estate sale, garage sale kind of guy. I'm just part-time, so 9:10 is early for us. This is, like I said, Saturday, so this is the last day of the estate sale. So everything is 50% off, sometimes 75% off. I know there's different strategies. You know, go the first day and get a number and try to be, you know, the first in line. If I owned an antique booth, I probably would do things like that. If I didn't work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday job, I would do things like that. But right now, at this point in my life, I am batting cleanup. I go in on the last day. Everything is marked down. A lot of you would be shocked how many things people miss or have no interest in. And I've been able to buy some great things on the last day of estate sales. Sometimes I even go late. If you go like at noon, you know, they're giving stuff away, literally giving stuff away, put it in a box, begging you to take it, 75% off. Pretty sure right now, I'm pretty sure this early in the morning, it's only going to be 50% off, which is fine. I'll take that, no problem. What's funny is that when I'm walking through the estate sale, they don't always advertise it a lot that everything is 50% off, and I often forget, and I'll see something really cool for 10 bucks and I'll think, well, I'm not paying 10 bucks for that, and then I have to remind myself, no, that's only 5. So if you go to an estate sale, they might only have one sign at the door that says everything 50% off, but then when you're walking through the house or the barn or whatever, you kind of get caught up in the excitement and you might forget everything is on sale. So they don't put signs everywhere sometimes. So I have to remind myself 50% off. So next up, hopefully, will be some video inside the estate sale.
Like your dogs.
Thank you.
All right, me and Little Midwest had to park about 17 miles from the estate sale. So we are hiking, and there's traffic everywhere. This is like insanity. Never been to an estate sale this early before, but I think I know why. Quarter of a mile from the estate sale. Maybe I'll turn the camera on. It's down there somewhere.
Yes, I remember.
We came from down there.
There's a lighthouse with pillars.
the White House with pillars way down there. Yeah, I think it's down there. Let's zoom in.
I know it has an open garage.
Yeah, good times. All right, so that was a giant bust. What did you think?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I got a Mousetrap for $3. Yeah, there was nothing there. There's probably more people at this sale than there are items that are for sale. It's not a two-story house. It's pretty small. Basement is like a half basement. There was nothing, and there was nothing on sale. It was not 50% off. I was disappointed. Traffic is just crazy. I don't know if you can, but anyway, I think we're gonna hit garage sales instead because this estate sale was nada. Well, first sale, we stopped here at this trailer park. So if you want better products, you got to go to better sales. They had nothing here but used baseball cards, bald tires. What else did they have? You weren't there because you were smart and stayed in the car. Literally nothing but trash. So we are going to go on the yard sale treasure map app, and we're going to look for something better. All right, so far Goodwill is better than the garage sales and the estate sales. I just left Goodwill. I got some stuff to keep. I got a kettlebell, some ankle weights for me and Mrs. Midwest. We're working out at home because the gyms are pretty much closed, so those are keepers. Got some shot glasses, some Martha Stewart hooks. I didn't even look at comps on that because anything Martha Stewart branded usually sells very well, so I just grabbed them. I think they were $2 for the box. They were new in the box. And then I got a box of tiles, which I've never done before. People do buy replacement tiles, so it's in the box, so I have the brand, I have the item number, serial number, and all that. There's probably 50 of them, and they're like glossy black ceramic tiles. The usual, I don't know, 3x3 or 4x4, whatever it is, and it was only $3, and they're still new, so people lot them up 4 at a time, 6 at a time, 2 at a time, 10 at a time, whatever. You got to package them really well so they don't break. But yeah, they sell for pretty good money as replacement tiles. People break them in their house. They only need a few. If you go to Lowe's or a big box hardware store, you have to buy a box of 50 or 100 or whatever. You can't just buy a couple typically. So people do look on Amazon and eBay for replacement ceramic tiles. So who knows? It was only $4, so I took a gamble. So I'll show you that when we get back. Now we're at our Honey Hole thrift store. We have 2 Honey Hole thrift stores, one really far away and one closer to home. They have all new hours. They're not open till 11 a.m. So it's 10:54, and we're just going to wait for them to open up. Usually, almost every time I go in there, I get something. And when I've had crazy good pickups, like machine parts or cables or some weird thing that I get for 50 cents and sell for $129, you have to watch some of my older videos for that. I get them here. And I sold some Delta faucet stem replacements. I don't know, $55 a piece. I sold 2 of them, and I got them here for $1 a piece. So we always come here when we are around the area because you can get some really cool stuff here. So more to come. This yellow and black thing is kind of cool, but I had to record narration because they had this music playing overhead really loud. These are kind of cute. Corn and carrot. Not made in China, made in Japan. So I was very tempted to get those, but they weren't on sale, so I just kind of passed on them. I think it was white tag were on sale 50% off. That was kind of cool, a little football dish. And that's half off. Maybe I should have bought that one. I don't know. But they have a ton of smalls at this Salvation Army and a lot of glass. You'll see that coming up too. Lots of dishes, just tons and tons of dishes. I think The reason they have so much here is because people don't buy it, but a lot of people donate it. That was cute, but I let it go. It's pretty common. I didn't buy that one. Nope. Oh, I did that. Oh, I bought this one though. This is a Pyrex Early American. I did end up buying that. It said 2 for $2.99. So the matching one is right here, brown and gold, and it said 2 for $2.99. So they go together. So that's not bad at all. $3 for both. Yeah, I mean, not super valuable, but not bad at all. And yeah, so sorry about the camera work. Yeah, 2 for $2.99. Yeah, just tons and tons of glass, dishes. I thought that was Pyrex, but it wasn't, so I just passed on that. Measuring cup. And let's see. Yeah, just some unusual stuff. I'm just checking the bottom, make sure they're not vintage. They're not, Fenton or something that I want to get. And the blue bowl that Jennifer mentioned earlier is gone. This is the exact same store. This is Pampered Chef, but it's no big deal, so I didn't buy it. I just kind of left it behind. But if you see anything, put down in the comments anything you thought I should have bought or I missed that's valuable. And this is the other side of the aisle. Just look at all this glass. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's quality if you wanted to own it, but as far as flipping it for a profit, you're not going to make a very big profit. Very heavy to ship, and there's just no meat on the bones. Prices are just, that was 4 for something, but they're just common things. So nothing I was interested in buying. I'm trying to avoid glass unless it's super valuable. There's just so much of it. This is the same store. This is just a different aisle. These are all smalls, little collectibles, salt pepper shakers. I thought that was jadeite. I really wasn't sure, so I put it back. That green lady. It didn't feel like plastic, and it didn't feel ceramic. I don't know what it was, but I'm not an expert, so I just passed on it. This is new in the package, so I'm always interested in anything new in the package. This is the same company that makes Precious Moments. It's an Esco. It's like a do-it-yourself thing. It does have a retail price tag of $25, so that was tempting for $5. It's just Enesco items, Precious Moments items are dead to me. They just don't sell. I just cannot get them to sell, so I passed on it. Bells, I'm always checking for silver or vintage advertising bells. I got one in my eBay store right now. They didn't really have anything that caught my eye there. I'm always looking for vintage ashtrays too. I didn't see any in this store. That's just a bookend made out of wood. Interesting. Yeah, little stuff there. I think that was pretty heavy. That might be a paperweight. And that red angel, crazy clown. That'll make a good thumbnail, I think. And yeah, just looking. Some of it was ceramic, some of it was paper mache. I'm looking for older stuff that turns out to be TJ Maxx, I think. Yeah. Yeah, no TJ Maxx. Thumbs down to that. Yeah, this stuff is not vintagey. It's not old. But I think before ceramic, this is kind of cool. These are nesting swans or something, like spoon rest. I have no idea what that is. This is old right here. This is like that hard paper mache. I don't know what you would call it. They make banks and stuff out of that. Pretty fragile. It's like plaster. That's what it is. But I did put it back. I didn't buy it. Those plaster items are collectible. People do collect those. Some bookends new in the package down there. These were like marble coasters. I don't know, made in Taiwan or something. Super heavy. The holder and the coasters are made out of stone. That whole thing weighs like 5 pounds. But I did not buy that. And what do we have here? A metal fish. I thought it was glass. It was not. There's a blue. Oh yeah, so these are kind of cool. I don't know if these are candle holders or what they are. Um, Department 52? Department 56. So yeah, I mean they have some value, but they're big and bulky to ship. so they're not worth that much money. So I passed on those. I could have bought all three, but if you think they're worth money, I can always go back and get them. There's three of them. Now that I think about it, Department 56 is pretty collectible. I wasn't paying attention to the label, but putting those all in one box, that would kind of be a nightmare. This I looked at because I thought it was silver. It's not. It's cool. Be really cool if it was silver, but it's not. It's inexpensive. So I let that go. And I'm looking for a 925 or some kind of indication, which there's not. Yeah, what do we got here? A lot of candle holders, all different kinds. All right, we're back in the eBay office. It never really got too hot. It was 84 degrees is about as hot as it got, so I don't know where that forecast came from of 92 degrees. But we're back in the eBay office. Joey is thrilled to see me. He wants to see what my haul was. He's a little nervous, though, because I did give him a preview, and he's a little scared. I don't know why he's scared, but I guess we'll have to figure that out. Enoch is thrilled with everything I bought, so he doesn't seem scared at all, but Joey seems a little freaked out. Don't know why, but here we go. So the first item I got, let me back up though, we went to that one estate sale, which was not very good. We went to about 3 garage sales. I didn't film any of that. And then 4 thrift stores. So you saw the video of the thrift stores. I had to narrate over a lot of it because they were playing background music. Yeah, I went to a Goodwill, a Honey Hole, Salvation Army, and then another Salvation Army. So I did pretty good. Not bad. At the end of the video, I'm going to tally up my total cost of goods and my total sales if I get my asking price for everything that I'm going to list, which, of course, we know that never happens. And I have best offers on for a lot of things, too. So not a big home run. I don't think, maybe one kind of a home run, but not really. So not bad. It's the little things that add up. If you pay $1 and sell it for 10 or 11 bucks, that adds up over time. So sometimes it's just these small treasures that you find. I would really like to find the big treasure. Everybody would, you know, some Air Jordan tennis shoes or something crazy expensive, but you can't find those things if you don't get out there and actually look. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. So let's talk about the first one. So this is a Jumanji board game, 1995. It's vintage. It was taped with clear tape by the thrift store. I think they did that because they don't want customers opening up all the board games and all the puzzles. It's definitely not new, not sealed. I only paid $1.25 for it. So here it is. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I learned from Kevin Commonwealth's picker is you don't have to sell the board game. Now this is, you know, it's pretty big, right? And it's only worth like maybe 20 bucks. So to ship this, it's well over a pound. It would have to go priority mail. It would almost cost as much to ship it as what it's worth. So instead of doing that, I'm going to part it out. So I did open it up when I got home. It's got the original instructions. It's got the 30 cards. It's got those dice and a little rhino. The timer, though, the hourglass thing is broke and there's no little pawns, but it does have a lot of pieces and parts, so I'm just going to lot this up. And as I'm talking about the items that I sourced, I'm going to put pictures of other comps or comparables. So that doesn't mean I'm going to get that. It gives you an idea of what other people sell stuff for, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to list it for. But I just thought of something. I do have this Pyrex bowl. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. How about I roll these dice, these Jumanji dice in this bowl? You know what's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah, he doesn't like that idea, but here we go. Let's see. Do you hear that? Let me take him back out real quick. That was really weird. Should I roll him again? No, he doesn't like it when I roll these Jumanji dice. Let me do it one more time. Take him back out again. I think my neighbor has their music turned up too loud right next to me. I don't know. Did you hear that? I think it's my neighbor's music. So anyway, I'm going to part these out. It's got a little, viewer for the cards. So the comps are around $10. I've seen pieces and parts $9, $10, $11, about the most. So I paid $1.25, not bad. Super light. They'll go first class. I think I'll list these pieces and parts for $10 plus shipping on top. Next are these Pyrex Bolts. I think it's in the video right before this. This is early American. This is white and brown, 1.5 pints. Not worth a ton of money. I think there's a comp up there for $23 for the pair, but that's with the lids. I don't have the lids. I also have this little one that's brown with gold, early American. This is just a 1 pint one. I think I'll lot these together, probably $15.95 plus priority mail shipping on top, because they are a bit heavy. This next one's kind of funny. It's a little Mousetrap. This is the only thing I bought at the estate sale. I paid $3 for it. It's made by Victor. They still make mousetraps today, but this is an old one called a choker. It's not real humane, and that's probably why they changed it. The lettering is really solid. If you look at other ones on eBay, the lettering, it can be obliterated or gone. A lot of these were outdoors or kept outside in a shed or whatever. Yeah, they don't usually last real long. This one looks used, but it's still in pretty good shape. They comp anywhere from $9 to $25. I think I'm going to list mine for $20 with first class shipping on top. This next one's kind of hard to show you because the box is heavy, but I bought these tiles. This is glossy black. They're just ceramic tiles for like your kitchen. I bought a box of 15 of them for $4. So the comps on these are pretty good. I've seen people sell these individually, or 2 at a time, or 8 at a time, or 15 at a time. Anywhere from $2 to $3 a piece is what they're selling for. And I got 15 of them for $4. So I should get about $50 for these. I have an odd number. I have 15 of them. So I'm going to do 2 lots of 6 for $19.99 plus shipping on top, and 1 lot of 3 for $9.99 plus shipping on top. These aren't heavy, but they're small, so these will go probably in a small priority mail flat rate box. Make sure you pad these really well. Even though they seem solid, they can't bang around against each other. You're going to have to wrap them like in maybe foam or double layer newspaper or something to protect them so they don't touch each other. But yeah, this was probably my best deal, $4 into $50. And what's cool too about those tiles is they came in the original box. So I have the serial number, the model number, the manufacturer's name, all the codes and measurements and all that stuff. And each individual tile has a UPC sticker on it. So I'll have no problem describing them when I list them. Next are these Rydell helmets. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So Rydell is the company that makes football helmets for the NFL, and they also make helmets for college and high school and all that. I found 3 of these. Actually, I found more than 3. I found a bunch of these at the Salvation Army. They were $4 a piece, which is a little more than I wanted to pay. And I think they had 5 of them. So I quickly looked up the comps, and the 2 worst teams that didn't comp real well, I just left those behind and let somebody else have it. But I did get 3 of them. They're really cool. They're not just a plastic helmet. They have like the foam on the inside. They got the chin strap, the mask. I mean, it's basically identical to a real helmet. It's just much smaller. So they do sell pretty good. So again, I paid $4 a piece. They weigh about 6 ounces. Easily will ship first class. The Saints one comps around $18. The Browns comps around $15. And the Jags, it comps around $14. So I'm going to list these individually for those amounts. The next are a bunch of men's ties. I got a little too excited about these. They really don't sell as much as I thought they would. I got Jerry Garcia ties and then an A. Rodgers tie. I thought it was Aaron Rodgers from the Packers. Turns out it wasn't, so it's really not worth that much at all. But I got this Jerry Garcia blue silk tie with like elk on it. Cost of goods, I believe, is $4. Jerry Garcia ties in general will comp anywhere from like $5 to $20. The ties I bought, the exact tie, I could not find on eBay because they made hundreds and hundreds of Jerry Garcia ties. It just takes way too long to find them. I think I'm just going to list these for like $12.95, first class shipping on top with best offers turned on, and I just hope to possibly double my money. This Jerry Garcia I paid $3 for. This one I paid $3 for. This Aaron Rodgers hockey tie I paid $4 for. It comps anywhere from 9 to 13. It's hard to say, but I'm just going to list them all with best offers. I'm just going to take what I can get. This next item is a lesson in buying things that you can make money on, and a lot of people walk away from them. This is Goodnight's True Fit Boys underwear, nighttime protection underwear with inserts. You know, some people would see this and say, well, you know, I'm not going to buy that. Well, I did because I know they're worth money. Cost of goods was only $2. These things comp out at $28. They are a bit heavy, though. They're like 15.5 ounces. So I could try to put this in a poly and ship it first class. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's coming in kind of heavy, but they comp out really, really high. So, you know, Kat the Nurse Flipper mentioned this too. Women's bras, panties, men's underwear, adult briefs, incontinent products, colostomy products, these pull-ups and boys underwear inserts for nighttime accidents, all that kind of stuff. People need that stuff and they pay good money for it, and especially right now with the public health emergency, they might not be able to get out and go shopping. So don't be afraid, you know, to buy these products, especially when they're brand new in the package. Well, I would say only if they're brand new in the package. They do sell very good. I bought these two Metallica. If you don't know what Metallica is, it's a rock band. Metallica shot glasses. They were $1 a piece. They comp about $13 to $14 for 4 of them. I've only got 2, so I'm going to list them for $7.99 plus shipping on top. They're very light. They'll go first class. This shot glass I bought just because the label was really fantastic. I mean, look at that. It's like screen printed glass. It looks really cool. It's a tequila one. There are no comps on eBay, which is unfortunate, but maybe that's good. I don't know. We'll easily ship first class because it's light. My cost of goods was $1. I'm going to list it for $15.95 plus shipping on top. Next item is a Martha Stewart item. These are wood brackets, new in the box. I've said this in other videos too. Anything Martha Stewart branded that's new in the package, I don't care what it is, window treatments, day planners, whatever, Martha Stewart brand sells very well. Still brand new in the package. A little bit of damage on the side there, but that's okay. Cost of goods was $2. These things comp out at $30, so I'm going to do very well. That's exactly what I'm going to list it for, $29.95 plus shipping on top. So those are all of my items. I'm going to give you the grand total. Maybe I'll put it up here. Total cost of goods today was $44.25. If everything sells for what I mentioned, and I get my asking price for everything, it'll be $260. So $44 into $260 is not bad. Some of the things like the ties, I'm going to have offers turned on, so I probably won't get $260. I'll probably get close to $250. So a $44 investment into $250 is not bad. The last thing I want to mention, I did sell my Coleman lantern. I had that on auction for a week. This is a life lesson when you do auctions. So this was an online auction for a local auction company, curbside pickup. And I've probably mentioned this in other videos too. I get caught up like auction fever, where I see some awesome product and I have a price in my head and say, okay, this is a really cool Coleman lantern. My max is $50. And I bid and I bid and I bid. And they have what's called a soft close. So if anybody tries to snipe in like the last 7 minutes or the last 10 minutes, the auction will add 30 more minutes to the auction. So even if it ends at 5 p.m., it could go much later. I had an auction end at 5 p.m., but people kept bidding at the last minute. It didn't end until 10:30 at night. So it can go on and on and on. So this particular Coleman, I really wanted it bad. And I put in my $50 max, and of course it immediately went over that. I ended up paying, with sales tax and buyer's premium, which is like 18%, super high, I ended up paying like $80 for this lantern. And, you know, somebody bid $55. I'm like, I'm not going to lose this lantern for $5. So then I bid 58, and then they bid 62. I'm like, well, then I'm going to bid 65. I don't remember where it ended, you know, around 70 something. And then, you know, like I said, with all the tax and buyer's premium, it brought it up to like $80. So here it is. This baby ended today. $139 at auction. It is just, she is gorgeous. It's got the black mantle. It's got the globe, that wick in there. Very, very good condition, the bottom. There was another one identical to this one on eBay as I buy it now, and it was roached. I mean, the whole bottom was rusted out, the paint was missing, it was dented, rust everywhere, replacement globe, and the guy wants $100 for it. He's never going to get 100. So anyway, this is a really sweet one. I hope the new owner enjoys it. Sold for $139, so I really didn't make hardly any money at all. The buyer is paying shipping on top of that, so 80 into 139. That's, you know, I got too excited, but I have to get my money back, so I'm glad I got my money back plus a little bit more. I have one more Coleman lantern. I think it's a 1960. Not worth quite as much, and I definitely didn't pay that much. I only paid like $20 for it, so that'll go up as auction next, and I predict, I don't know, that'll probably sell for $70, $75. And then I have a third Coleman lantern, a really cool green one. I think it's called a Spotlight or something like that. It's real big and green. The bottom half is nickel, and that's from the 1950s too. I'm working on a barter with a friend of mine, really nice comic book that I want, and he's willing to trade this Coleman for the comic book. He owns over 100 Coleman lanterns, so I paid like $42 for this Coleman, and it's worth about 100, so I think that's going to be a nice trade, and then I'll turn around and auction that comic. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm not getting rich, but I'm doing pretty good. So if you like the video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way when I make a new video, you'll get a notification that I have a new video up. And I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but I do have how-to videos linked down below. So if you're a new reseller, I have videos on how to ship, how to source, how to list, how to research, all linked down below. Put your questions down in the comments. At the beginning of the video, when I was in the thrift stores, if you saw something that I missed that I should have bought, put it down in the comments. I know Jennifer's really good at that, pointing out things I should have bought or could have bought. I did go back to the exact same thrift store, Jennifer, and those items that you mentioned were gone. So I missed those. I'm hoping it was not that blue bowl. I'm hoping it was not vintage and nice. So that's it, guys. That's the video. Thanks for watching.